Okay, Sly, time for the main event.
I've been looking forward to this. Every thief dreams of one day stealing a pirate ship. I don't know what it is, but it's like a total rite of passage. This is gonna be great.
As you'll be the first on board, you might want to keep your enthusiasm quiet. If the Night Watch detects you, this whole place is going to get lit up with guards. The rest of the team won't stand a chance.
Come on, pal, this is me you're talking to. I'm like a 4th degree black belt at this kind of stuff.
Murray will meet you at the Jolly Boat, but remember, keep it quiet.
Okay. Looks like they mined the harbor after our last boat trip. Must have really spooked these guys.
Take these guys out and keep it quiet.
Okay guys, the coast is clear. Come on up.
Roger! I'll start rowing people over! Okay, the rest of the gang is below deck. Let's fire this puppy up.
Once we raise the sails and get underway, it won't be long before someone on shore raises an alarm.
No problem. We wasted that harbor patrol. The coast is clear.
You guys did a great job, but they still have cannons mounted up in Skull Keep. I figure it's long odds they get gun crews into position before we're out of range, but it's worth mentioning.
Then let's make full sail for the mouth of the harbor. If you guys are ready, I say we do it now. Every second we dilly-dally just puts us at more risk.
Agreed.
Murray, take up the anchor. Bentley, get down below deck and adjust the ballast. I'll hoist the sails and get this thing moving.
Okay, Sly, you're in command. Sailing is easy. Hold down on the L2 button to turn left and the R2 button to turn right. range! Excellent, we've made it into open water. Look, keep using the L2 button and R2 button to steer the ship. The wind around this archipelago consistently blows from the south. Maintain a good angle or we won't be going anywhere fast. I've marked Dagger Island on the sea chart. Click the right analog stick to bring it up and get your bearings. You're the captain. Turn our boat to give him a broadside with the cannons. If you fire at them from the front or behind, our cannonballs will do tons more damage as they travel the length of the enemy ship. There's a hole in our ship! Find the trouble spot and swipe it! Their mast has fallen and their boarding nets are down! Hold up alongside and jump aboard the enemy vessel. There's sure to be treasure. Or just give her another broadside and sink her to the bottom of the ocean. Defeat the enemy captain, and the other pirates are sure to surrender. We're close to Dagger Island. Drop anchor near the beach. You've got the map, Sly. Select it as a power-up and read its clues to find the treasure. I believe the first clue is stand before the statue's gaze to begin your walk along the treasure's maze. They must have a ship anchored on the other side of the island. Stay clear if you can. No telling how many are on shore. Heads up, Sly. This island is home to some nearsighted lizards. They can't see very far ahead, but they'll bite you in half given a chance. This is it. Follow the rest of the clues on the map to find the treasure. Sly, when you've got the right number of paces, stop and hit the circle button to get the next clue. Great. If you need to leave map mode for a while, don't worry about it. You just marked an X on the ground, which will make it easy to come back and pick up where you left off. you can use the right analog stick to scan your immediate area. It might be helpful to find this circle of palm trees mentioned in the clue. Looks like you'll need to leave map mode to solve this clue. Look around like normal with the right analog stick for this island with 3 palm trees. When you find it, bring up map mode again, and your direction marker will be pointing in the same direction.
pleasure. Hold the beat, bro. I come to help you dig. Dig?
We're all coming, Sly! This is too cool!
Well, Dimitri, it's your loot. I think you should have the honor.
I open with joy. You Cooper gang is a tight groove. Van Gogh bullseye. The primo diving gear to accentuate my deep down diving style.
It's so intricate. Your grandfather was an artist. I've never seen such fine craftsmanship.
He had the juice. Check it. The gear even matches my suit. I can dance, dive, and accessorize.
What else is in this chest?
Aye. Let's get a good look. Avast, lubbers! Didn't think you could steal from the smartest man of the seven seas and not taste the repercussions. Har, har, har. I might have been late for the opening of the chest, but I'm just on time for the stealing of the gold.
Let Penelope go. We can work out a deal.
Penelope be the lass's name. Purty as a sonnet, and what a rich sweet scent from the wench's hair.
Let's thump this chump!
No, he'll hurt her. This guy's a killer.
Aye, you sum me up with butterword. Killer. Away with ye. Back to your ship. This gold is mine now, or her death is yours. Take your choice.
Guys, we don't have any options here. Everyone back to the ship.
You can't just abandon me. Help! Please! I'm so scared.
Penelope, do what he says. Stay alive. We will save you.
I trust you.
And I trust you still plan on logging back to your ship. Away with ye. Now!
Clearly, the only goal at this point is saving our teammate and friend, Penelope. Lefui's ship, the Death's Head, has sailed back to Bloodbath Bay with her on board as captain. Things look grim. There's no way we'll be able to sneak into the harbor. Even the backside of the island is inaccessible due to reefs. To put it plainly, we're in for a fight. Lefui is an intelligent opponent, and we'll need to do everything in our power to stack the odds in our favor. First, we'll put Dimitri's new diving gear to use by salvaging some weapons from a nearby shipwreck. We'll need the extra firepower to deal any kind of damage to the armor-enforced Death's Head. It'll also come in handy for our second objective, destroying the Red Sail Sea Dog clan. They're a fleet of mercenaries on Lefui's books. We need to surprise them now, while they hunt for us in small groups. If they ever attacked in unison, there's no way we'd make it out alive. And finally, we'll set sail for the misty waters inhabited by a sea monster the pirates call Crusher. Reports on Crusher are sketchy, but we might learn something by analyzing its technique. I know for a fact that all of Lefui's men fear it. An impressive and useful trait, given our current situation.
bulwark is out! Fix the damage as we're able.
Kaboom!
Close to the shipwreck. Drop anchor near the beach.
Are you all set with your gear?
Got the gear, got the macho swimsuit, got more juice than you'll ever know. I'm a hit singer with a bullet!
Cool, Daddy-O. How about you take your pimp self down beneath the H2O and get nasty with the scuba? Yo, with bling.
Hey, man, you can try, but you'll never capture my essential style. It's like smoke, ungrabbable and all over the place. But no matter nothing, come at me with some turtle talk. You've got your own flavor.
Fine. Your objective is beyond the reef. We're looking for some more of these cannon blast amplification collars. We'll move the boat above the wreck and lower a basket for you to drop them into.
Ooh, cool, bro. I'll cop the collars and spice up your basket big time.
Solid. Hey, you want some depth optimizers for your scuba mask? It might help you spot sharks.
action buttons to move forward, left, right, and back. Hit the R1 button to fire your spear gun. Reposition the ship and are lowering the basket for you to drop the blast collars into. And, a word to the wise. If one of those sharks attack, I'd use a face button to swim sideways. Could be the difference between life and death. These cannon blast collars will be invaluable in our fight against the Death's Head. Without this upgrade, our cannons couldn't make a dent. Find 5 more, and we're set. That's 2. Only 4 more to go. You're a lifesaver, Dimitri. We had a few blast collars on board, but without a full set, it's hard to calibrate the guns for synchronized discharge. You're half there, just 3 more. Only 2 to go. We just need 1 more. Perfect. We're hauling up the goods. Now for stage 2. In order to make full use of the blast collars, we'll need to fortify our gunpowder with some ground hammerhead shark bones. Well, they're attracted to yellow dartfish. Swim down to the caves under the reef and capture a couple. They're down here somewhere. Get ready for some fast swimming. Nice! Catch one more, and hammerhead sharks are sure to show up. Impressive swimming, Dimitri. As expected, the hammerhead sharks have arrived. Head to the top of the reef and get ready for some deep-sea hunting. Remember to swim sideways when a shark is charging. It's the time-honored method to avoid... Nice shooting. We need all the hammerhead sharks you can get. Take your time and play it safe, but if you can, take out all of the hammerhead sharks in the area. Dimitri. Looks like there's only one hammerhead shark left. Magnificent, bro. Your method and madness have cold set us up with a fat pirate gap. You're a solid gold all-star on the Team Cooper label. We're ready to go toe-to-toe with the Death's Head. We'll see how smart that Lafouille is with a cannonball in his face.
Sweet shot! Take that!
We're closing in on one of the Red Sail Sea Dog clan. Beat 2 quarters.
Excellent. We've got one away from the rest of the... fleet. Make sure to board the enemy vessel once their mast has fallen. We need to find out the patrol routines for the rest of the clan. With some planning, we should be able to ambush them in small groups. To arms! Their mast is down! Ram our ship into theirs and jump onto the enemy's vessel! Deal with this Red Sail captain and his mercenary crew is sure to surrender. Nice swashbuckling, Sly. I've analyzed the patrol schedule and marked the best place to attack on your sea chart. Get ready, fellas. We're closing in on the action. It's a 3-on-1 battle. You're up for it, Sly. Use some sailing strategy and we'll carry the day.
We're taking significant damage.
The damage is ferocious. Oh, my look.
Thunder cannons!
We're taking on water.
Get ready, fellas. We're closing in on... Board this guy for booty if you feel like it, but we've already got the coordinates for the rest of the fleet.
water.
We're getting close to the big one. It's 4 against 1. Stay sharp and keep out of their line of fire. These are tough odds.
The wood crumbles.
Even fell on my fly foot. The pain is so cool. We took it between the eyes.
It's 4 against... We're getting close to the big one. It's 4 against 1. Stay sharp and keep out of their line of fire. These are tough odds. Davy Jones' locker or raid the scoundrel for loot. That's the last of the Red Sail Sea Dog clan. With them out of the way, we won't have to worry about a surprise attack or fight impossible odds when we raid Bloodbath Bay.
My fly foot. The pain is so cool. Between the eyes!
This floating ship will soon not float.